In the shadows where the truth collides, voices rising like a raging tide, echoes of a past that we can't escape, tangled in the webs of what they fabricate. Heavy hearts wrapped in plastic dreams, fingers pointing at our silent screams, gender blurred and lost in the fray. We're just warriors fighting for a brighter day. Say what you need to hear, not what you wanna know. Super Gringo on the airwaves, let the fire grow. Triggering minds since 68's dawn light. Through your liberal tears, we'll ignite the night. Hear anti-drones marching like puppets on strings. Echo chambers echoing their hollowed out wings. Don't paint me as a villain, I'm just standing tall against this tidal wave that's destined to fall. Unmask the lies and face the disdain. In this battlefield of thought, where reason's slain. With every word I spit like molten steel, I'll break through your armor, it's time for real feel. Say what you need to hear, not what you wanna know. Super Gringo on the airwaves, let the fire grow. Triggering minds since 68's dawn light. Through your liberal tears, we'll ignite the night. Call me what you will, I won't play their game. Not a fascist or socialist, I'm unchained. Crack open your mind, let freedom ring loud. Join us in rebellion against this mindless crowd. Say what you need to hear, not join our fight. Super Gringo on the airwaves, shining so bright. Triggering minds since 68's dawn light. Through your liberal tears, we'll ignite the night. So raise your voice above despair and doubt. In the sea of confusion, we're breaking out. With every heartbeat pulsing strong and clear, we're living proof that change is here.
What's up? Welcome to another Super Gringo podcast. Give it a minute to. It's Saturday. Wife's working. Figure I'd do a live, something live. Don't do them often. I haven't been doing shorts either because I've been over on Threads. We'll get to Threads later. But actually, it feeds into my first story. But let me get a sip of beer first. Amstel, they were out of Kaiser. I did get a couple Kaisers up at the store earlier that were cold. These were warm earlier today. I put them in the freezer. Yes, that's one thing I like about Brazil. It's an insult to serve a warm beer. So they serve them almost freezing. Uma puro molte leve como espíritu de Amsterdam, which means the pure spirit of malt. Levy, I don't remember, with a spirit of Amsterdam. A pure malt with the spirit of Amsterdam. That's what it means. But I don't remember what levy is. Levy is not. Como is with. U is the. Espiritu is spirit. Je of Amsterdam. See? I'm learning Portuguese. My wife says I don't study my Portuguese. Well, I'm studying my Portuguese. So, whatever. Coming out with a new book. The original title was The History of Civil Rights from the Civil War to, what is it? Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. But I changed it today after talking to some idiot on Threads who didn't know their own, by the way, a black American idiot who didn't know the history of the Democrat Party from the Civil War to today, because they don't want them to know. They want them to think that, Democrats were the... But I changed the title, and this is the third revision and the last. It will not be changed again. But the book is The History of Civil Rights from the Civil War to Delusions, Exclusion, and Intimidation, which is civil rights today. It's now all the sources I used for this book had a bunch of CRT crap in it. I mean, it had the history, but then they try to wrap it with this CRT crap. But so I have to edit it. Editing is the hardest part of writing a book. I hate it because you have to sit there for an hour and reread everything you wrote. And look, so that was the hardest part of this book, getting the CRT crap out of it. It'll be available soon. Hopefully, I'll get into that later too. They kept saying there are no equal rights. We still don't have equal rights, which we all know is crap. Well, yeah, conservatives don't, it would appear, because our speech has been censored multiple times, which is why I'm back on Threads. What we have now, which is why I changed the name to Delusions, Exclusions, and Intimidation, that small groups based on skin color, gender, sexual orientation, and what they believe they are, small groups that have been awarded privileges. For instance, if I walked up to like Grumpy and said, "Hey Grumpy, you're a fucking idiot," nothing. It would just be two white guys. But if I walked up to Grumpy and said, "You're a fucking idiot," and he said he identifies as a woman, then I'm in trouble, because I might have violated it could be construed as hate speech. Also, the sources I used constantly mention Black Lives Matter, the modern sources. So that's, which is a terrorist group. We all know it's a terrorist group. $2 billion in damage. And I have all the people that were killed saved away just for those idiots that bring up January 6th. Intersectionality, which I have no idea what the hell that means. And neither does the idiot who wrote it. It's just basically a made-up word to make the person that made it up sound smart. And I've read the book. And that's in another book I'm going to be starting soon. The Left, which it's about the left and how they've gone from, being the left, Democrats, to being despot. Then they included the Alphabet Mafia, which I shouldn't know. You have the same rights I do. What rights don't you have to gobble cock? I'm trying to figure out how that works. I looked it up in the Constitution. There's no gobble cock amendment. Never has been. Again, I shouldn't know you're gay unless I'm a friend or a member of the family. If we're at work, I should know you gobble cock. Can you, like when I was doing factory work, can you drive a fucking forklift? Yeah. What's that got to do with gobbling cock? And because, well, after today, that idiot, holy shit. The word, you know what the word racist means now? I don't agree with you. I'm a leftist and I don't agree with you. That's all it means. It doesn't mean what it used to mean. It means absolutely nothing except I'm crazy and I don't agree with you. That's what it means. Which brings me to my new, the left has a new insult on Threads. I give them, I'll get to that later at my Threads channel. You should go over to Threads and let me teach you how to use it, just to piss them off. Anyway, a new insult from the left. I see you're not selling a lot of books. Or you don't have a lot of followers on your social media. Yeah, because I have a fucking life, dude. But yeah, not selling a lot of books, are we? My response? Well, let's trade books. Maybe your book will sell better than mine because, you know, it's got, you know, better information or something. They don't write books. None of them write books. That's an indictment on them because they don't fucking read books either, or we wouldn't be talking. They'd know something. All right, need a sip of beer. Wait for someone to come in, too. Last week, Seth and I talked for 4 hours on here about farming after, you know, I got through my spiel. I do this just because the wife's working and got nothing better to do. Oh, I did finally put sound effects back in here. Just, you know, so.
Are you fucking getting it yet?
Got them back in. Don't have software for it. I had to put them in, which was kind of a, you know, won't say it was hard, but it was, you know. I like having them, though, just in case the loony left come in, because I do share this on my threads. Last week we had one come in. Again, that's...
Damn, an imbecile. Like the dumbest motherfucker that ever lived. Everybody knows you never go full retard. You went full retard, man. Never go full retard.
So, yeah, I'm ready for if the loony left decide to show up. So I guess the DOGE is in the IRS. We're going to talk about the DOGE a little later. This isn't in order or anything. It's just this stuff came in. I wrote it down as I was looking at it. Did a time, you know, basically a little outline. But what's funny is now the Democrats are going to have to defend the IRS to everyday people. You want to know why? Because it's something Trump is doing. And anything that Trump is doing, they're against. Now, thinking about it today, since they're against everything Trump is against that he comes out for, I actually wish Trump would come out with a don't drink piss ad. Don't drink piss. Just to see how many TikTok challenges we come out with people drinking piss out of a bottle. Just saying. I know a lot of roads in Iraq that have plenty of bottles that they can do the challenge on. I put a few of them there. Tulsi Gabbard's been confirmed for head of the Intelligence Committee, not committee, Intelligence, CIA and all that good shit. Which, of course, some of the loony left came out. She's a Russian asset. She's the worst Russian asset I've ever seen. I'll tell you why. She didn't get a single fucking check sent to her house. Maybe she works for the Bidens. I don't know. She was a Democrat. That's why they don't like her. She switched sides. She was a Democrat that switched over to Republican. So maybe when she was a Democrat, she got checks from Russia like the Bidens. But there's no evidence. There's evidence the Bidens did, but no evidence that she did. Also, if she were a Russian asset, wouldn't they have pulled her security clearance when she was a lieutenant colonel? Which, by the way, she still is in the reserves. Just saying. You know why they don't like her? She's against the military-industrial complex, which Jimmy and I were both part of. Which, fine. Hold on. Looking, I got some bars behind me. Not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming as such. Open widget. Poor. Stream status. Poor. Well, you know what? That's on Brazil. You don't fuck with the guy who's supposed... Because Brazil doesn't have a fucking space program, you fucking retards. So... Yeah. Got to bring up last week's loony leftist to come over. And maybe we'll get another one over here. I don't know. That's why I put the sound effects in. So I'm prepared this time. Wasn't prepared the last time. But Seth was here and we were talking about farming. And well, he farms beef and whatnot. And we talked for like 4 hours, by the way. And this loony leftist came in. I think it was from my threads, which I share this on threads too. Basically, what he came in, he said, Nazi. Literally what he said, Nazi. Then he insinuated 4 more times that I was a Nazi. Seth and I laughed at him. He left. That was it. So that is the best you can expect from the left, which is why on threads, well, I'll get to threads later too. More beer. Doing something different with the chat. Instead of doing, normally I do it through OBS, where I put it off to the side. I literally have chat open here. So, and I'm still watching this. It says I'm not getting enough, and that's the internet because, yeah, Brazil decided to, mess with Elon Musk, and Brazil doesn't have a space program. So guess what satellites they used for internet? Yeah. I guess they use a few Chinese too, which we all know that's top-notch fucking craftsmanship, huh? Okay. I guess the leftists are... oh, well, this is from Threads, so it's probably some idiot just making a meme, but leftists are pretty much upset that we expect Ukrainians to give up something to end the war. And my question was, well, how much are Americans supposed to give up for the fucking war? It's not their war. Right now, we're paying Ukraine's pensions, all of them. All while our social security system is expected to go bankrupt by 2030. We're paying basically the social security for another country, while ours is expected to go fucking bankrupt. Yeah. That doesn't sound right to me. Does it sound right to you? Because if it sounds right to you, you might be a loony leftist. Oh, yeah. I told you I said I'd get to threads. Now, I had to, which is why I changed the title of my book, This Idiot. I leave just one thread open for the loony left to be stupid on. It got to 200 Mondays, I just deleted it and then I put up another one. We got up to like 206 posts, and that was just 3 loony leftists, 206 posts. And I'm literally quoting my book on Trump and whatnot. So we're going back and forth about how bad Trump was. Now, I'm quoting my book, which, by the way, he's just putting up web pages and what do you call them, blogs? Blogs from other loony leftists. So basically, not only is he babbling, he's posting other loony leftists babbling, which is not better than you doing it. It makes you look even dumber. And then he shares Occupy Democrats, which do I really need to say anything about that? Really? And so that's why I give them one spot on my threads to openly comment. One. Because I don't want them just trolling my threads like they do all my other social media. Like Instagram, you have to close them off. You have to close everyone off to comment, or you have to let everyone comment. Whereas threads, I get to pick and choose what they get to comment on a singular basis. It's not all or nothing. So they get one place to be stupid. Then on Mondays, I delete it and I start over. So that's why I like threads. On Instagram, I have to do it all or nothing. Heard the greatest quote about war, which most of you know I've been to already. But I heard it on... thank you, Grumpy, for recommending Yellowstone. Fucking even my stepdaughter likes it in Portuguese. But I heard the greatest quote on that program about a modern war. It says soldiers don't tell war stories. They're not about winning them. They're about surviving, and that describes war in the 21st century. My grandfather would have no idea what we're doing with the military today. He knew World War II, where Dresden no longer existed. We firebombed fucking Tokyo. When you go to war, it's to make it so bad that the enemy just doesn't want to do it anymore. Today, we build them schools and shit because we don't fight wars. We're trying to make friends. Well, I'm not trying to make friends. I'm just a guy on the ground getting shot at. I'm not making friends with these motherfuckers. I want to kill them. That's war. The idiots in the government have no idea about war. War is making the other guy not want to do it anymore because he's going to get fucked up. That's war. You break shit until they don't want you to break any more of their shit. That's how you fight a fucking war. So when you complain about Israel, they're fighting a fucking war. You break shit until they're tired of you breaking shit. Then when they come say, stop breaking shit, you tell them, surrender. We're not asking for terms. You fucking surrender or you die. It's that fucking simple. That's war. Be right back. I need to go drain the main vein. And nobody's here anyway, so whatever. So I'm back. Went and had to do what I had to do and got a beer too. Still nobody's in here. So I'm not really in a rush to get through my entire program here. Except I'll put it up on Spotify later. But, oh yeah, another thing I see on threads all the time. Oh, well, social media in general. Well, I was watching on YouTube too. Trump is taking away our right. I think it was at a rally. Some frickin' rally for blue-haired. Trump is taking away our rights. I think it was LGBT. It was at a Massachusetts. Massachusetts, by the way, I don't know. I can't remember. I think it's something called Wilcox or something. It is now a sanctuary city for trans people. If you had seen these people, I should have actually put the video in here, but trust me, I'm sparing you. But Trump is taking away our rights. I'm shaking. One of them said, I'm shaking because, now, I want them to explain what rights Trump is taking away. Now, I've read the Constitution, and I've also written about the Federalist Papers. So, I kind of know what I'm talking about, and there's no cutting off your dick amendment in the Constitution. Sorry, or mental illness. Like, if you're mentally ill, they used to put you in a hospital. Those were your rights, to get treatment. They'll give you treatment. You go to a hospital. If you expect me to, fucking play into your delusion, well, that's not your right to have me play your delusion. I have the right to live in reality. I also want them to point out the castrate kids amendment, because kids, even in the Constitution, aren't able to make decisions for themselves. By the way, they should not have the freedom of speech until they're 18 years old. Yes, they're citizens, but they're fucking children. That's the reason we don't send them to war like some African countries. Because they're fucking children. Yes, Massachusetts, I guess, is a trans sanctuary, has a trans sanctuary city now. All I saw was a great place to market fucking Seroquel. Some fat dude who supposedly identified as a woman, some fat dude with a fucking whatever, just looked greasy, fucking fat, fucking, It mentioned trans kids, which don't exist. There are no trans kids. There are kids, and then there are their abusers. Yeah. Kids don't know shit about sex when they pop out the womb. Someone has to teach them. And if you're a sick fuck, guess what they're going to be when they grow up? If you're the one teaching them about gender, sex, and all this shit. They're going to be mentally ill because you fucking broke them. Also, abortion. I'm trying to figure out how Trump banned abortion. He didn't. It went back to the states where it should be, because guess what? There's no scrape your uterus amendment in the Constitution. I believe they put it on. They tried it. What was it? Right to privacy. Fourth Amendment or Fifth? I can't remember. Fourth or Fifth Amendment. Right to privacy. But it still doesn't give you the right to surgery. So you have the right to privacy and not getting surgery. Good for you. Right to privacy. That does not give you the right to medical intervention for any reason. Just means we can't know about it if you have some medical intervention. I had a polyp removed from my rectum. Okay? Really didn't need to know that. And under the Constitution, you probably they can't tell me about that. But it does give you the right to have a polyp removed from your scrotum or whatever. Then another one went on with the transgenocide, which doesn't exist, by the way. If you want to know the transgenocide, it's suicide. They are after 10 years after surgery. 100% of them will try suicide. 10 years after, all of them do it. By the way, do you know who have committed the last 4 mass shootings? Actually, probably more than 4. And then the government will try and hide their fucking manifestos. Because, well, you don't want to know mentally ill people are, well, mentally ill. Weird. So, let me clue you in on something, folks. If you have a disorder that's listed in the DSM-5, you have a mental illness. Sane people don't need to be diagnosed. They don't need a book written about how to diagnose them. We generally read a biology book and maybe some civics and philosophy is good. Yeah. Oh yeah, I gotta throw this out there. No more trans in the military. So yeah, you can't, yeah. You're not getting any more surgeries either on the public dime. Nope, because you're non-deployable. You're fucking worthless. Which, by the way, has always been the fucking rule. It's just being enforced. A mental illness has always been a disqualifier for enlistment. So, nobody can, they're just enforcing the rules now. Yeah, I wish I could find that video. I couldn't find the video, but there was a former South African president who was talking about Trump stopping aid to Africa. I think it was it Kenya or Zimbabwe? I think it was Zimbabwe. Former president, saying stop whining. The U.S. doesn't owe you anything, which, holy shit, why isn't that guy still president? He said, fix your own country. Weird how somebody's saying that. Which brought me to the point, once people start complaining about free shit, then they expect it. Then you got to stop giving it to them. It's like a heroin addict. If you give them heroin free, and then one day maybe you're late, and he's going to complain that you were late. Well, guess what? You got to stop giving it to them. Same with free food, free anything. Oh my God, my welfare check was late. There's someone who needs to have their check taken away and put to work. And seeing how the loony left are so upset that they don't know who's going to pick their fruit and vegetables, I think we found the new work requirement for welfare. DOGE investigates the IRS. And it looks like 9,000 probationary employees are going to get fired. I'm trying to figure out the downside. Really? They were going to, the same people that were complaining about DOGE were going to hire 82 or 87,000 IRS agents to watch you for $600 or really? And the Democrats are defending this? You ever think maybe that's why you lost the election, you fucking tards? So, still nobody in here, so I ain't got to rush. I can sit here and drink beer. Been watching camper videos because in Brazil they don't do a whole lot of camping because, well, to them camping is, well, life. to some people. I live in a nice apartment because I can afford it. I get paid in dollars and convert it to reals. Be cool if someone would pipe in with something. I still have a lot to talk about, but like USAID, Sean Ryan had a guy on called Mike Benz. Now, he was a former official of the State Department, Department of State. I'm trying to figure out, I think it was the last under Biden. I think it was under Biden. But Sean Ryan was talking about the Romanian election, how they froze it because of Russian Russian collusion or Russian interference. And this guy, Mike Benz, who worked for the State Department, said the USAID did the same thing. They funded the impeachment against Trump for, like, they were behind it, trying to get Trump impeached. So, yeah, that's the corruption that Elon Musk is uncovering, and that's why Democrats are upset. I'd love to hear what people have to think about this stuff. I know what the loony left thinks. Oh, it's all good. All good. It's not Trump. It doesn't matter who the corrupt piece of shit is, as long as it's not Trump. Let me see. Government layoffs. There are 200,000 government layoffs. And the loony left are upset. Now, I think I need, when they do this Nazi or fascist thing or dictator thing with Trump, I think I have to point out that dictators don't shrink the government, because that's their source of control, right? The government and the military. They don't cut bureaucracies. The loony left, when they're looking at the size of government and the bureaucracy, which happened after, which is in my book, by the way, which happened during the Great Depression, when they started getting experts to run these bureaucracies. Excuse me. There's no connection in their head. That's your money paying these people. Also, they're probationary, so he can fire them. It's the tenured ones, what I call tenured. They're not professors, but it's the ones that have been there a long time. They're trying to do buyouts. And again, the left are freaking out. Why? Do you know who likes big governments? Socialist dictators. That's who likes big government. As I told Robert Reich today, oh, got to give this advice. I've been watching this YouTube channel called Watch Why Men Walk Away. And this is advice for women here too, all over the world. Women, free advice here from a man. You can call it mansplaining, you can call it what you want, don't care. But when your man loses interest, it's not your looks. Shut your fucking mouth! Pretty simple. Well, you know, you drink too much. You know, you drive this way. You know, you shut the fuck up! You know, I drove like this and drank like this before I knew you. So guess what? What's the part here that is stressing me out here? Well, it sure as hell ain't the shit I was doing all along. So Just waiting for somebody to pipe in. Even a loony leftist would be good at this point. I could use some of my sound effects. Now, no. Did I talk about that already? Why I like? Yeah, you guys. Yeah, I think I did. Why I like threads. And I sent that link to a bunch of you. My threads link. You got to, if you have questions about threads or how to use it, contact me because it drives the loony left crazy. I'm trying to figure out where I left off. I normally check them off with a pen, but it drives the loony left crazy because they can't just go up and down my threads and just troll me. They get one spot to say what they're going to say, and why won't you just let people comment or come back? And because here you get to say what you want to say, and what you're going to say is not backed up by reality or facts. Another thing that's out there now. Gulf of America. Yeah, it seems to trigger the left. I guess Google Maps started calling it the Gulf of America. But that triggers the same people that had a problem with a syrup bottle and a box of oats are upset about the Gulf of America. And the response I get is, it's been called the Gulf of Mexico for centuries. I guess some 1500s. Well, how about this, you loony leftists? Why don't you try that same fucking logic with the definition of a woman, huh? Retards. I think I already said this. No trans in the military. Mental illness has always been a ban for enlistment. It's just also they're not paying for surgeries anymore. Well, you're not paying for surgeries anymore, which made them non-deployable anyway, which made them as worthless as fucking tits on a boar hog. Take a break from this one again. I might have to go get another beer. This is the only day I drink, Saturday. Well, I train karate Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, right? Now on Friday, Friday and Saturday are my beer nights. I get 2 Kaisers from the Boteca, Botecas are like outside bars here in Brazil because, well, it doesn't fucking snow here ever. So you can have an outside bar and restaurant. A lot of restaurants have outside where you can eat outside, which is cool. And so I stop at the Boteca and get 2 Kaisers on the way home from karate training. And then on Saturdays, normally I go to Atacadista, which is like a Sam's Club without the membership. You go there and they have like bulk stuff. They didn't have Kaisers though. They had, well, Amstel's just as good. But so I bought a 12-pack of Amstel, which I like Kaisers, but Amstel's good too. They communist bastards though cut the size of the cans, but didn't change the price. So para informações sobre álcool, saúde, produto e saque. If you scan that, you can find out the health information about beer. See? Portuguese. I can read it better than I can speak it. But it is time to go get another beer. So Got to tell you this story. We had the mechanic over. My battery died on my car. I left the lights out. Well, the battery, I guess, is weak anyway. My car's been not starting great anyway, so having him over, he got to explain that to me. But anyway, I guess he was going to take the car to charge the battery or something. I don't know. He was talking to my wife. And he mentioned something about taking the car, and he looked at my face and then talked to my wife. When I went in the house, and he looked at my wife, and he goes, I saw his face, and he looked like it was all military and shit. I'm like, I had no problem with him taking the car, but I guess the look on my face, he didn't think I liked the idea. No, it's just the way I always look. But I guarantee you, let me explain something, folks. The image you give people starts from the minute you they see you. That's why Brazilians get robbed so much. Everybody's smiling, so happy. Well, good for you. I'm glad you're smiling. I'm glad you're happy. That's why you have 3 times the fucking murder rate in your country than the United States. Because I look like I'm an honest guy, but you fuck with me, I'll kill you. I don't give a fuck. That's the look on my face. That's also my attitude. You got to adopt that attitude in life, or you're going to end up either a loony leftist who are fucking retarded and are never going to amount to shit, or you can live in a world I do where I just get left alone because people are scared of me. And I'm not that scary a guy. I'm fat, old, but the look on my face tells them I'll do what That's a lesson I try to teach in martial arts too. If you have to fight, well then you don't have the look. You don't have the attitude. Same with firearms. If you're carrying a pistol, that's not enough. You have to look like you're ready to defend yourself. Confidence. Confidence will save your life. If you look like just some jack off on the street that fucking you deserve to be robbed, well, guess what's going to happen? You get robbed. Anyway, he got the battery charged, took it home, got the battery charged. Batteries are like 3,000 reals here. I should look up. Hold on. Let me look that up. How much is 3,000 reals? A battery, 3,000 real. Holy shit. Gotta get my converter open. This is what I use to sell my books here too. Yeah, that's like 525 bucks. That's even expensive in America, okay, for a battery. Holy shit. Anyway, that's expensive for a battery in the States as far as I'm concerned. Like, you look at me, yeah, 525 bucks. I'm like, fuck, man, I could have went to Walmart and got one for like 100. Now, keep in mind, I haven't been in the States for 5 years, so I don't know if it's 100 bucks at Walmart or not. All right. Again, Looney left upset over this, that Trump has said that Ukraine should give up $500 billion worth of their natural resources to the United States. Good. It ain't our war, fucktards. They should be paying for the shit that we're sending them. An M1 tank cost $8 million a piece. We sent them 32. What's it? Hold on. Let me look something up. Let me look up a few things. How about this? We're going to do this live, bitches. What does a Javelin missile cost? A Javelin missile cost between $175,000 and $850,000 a piece. Yeah. What does a Bradley fighting vehicle cost? $3,166,000, or about $4,122,000. That was in 2022. You're fucking right. We should be getting some fucking shit from Ukraine. 500 billion? It's a drop in the fucking bucket. It ain't our war. Okay, don't send us shit. You ain't getting shit. It's that simple. I don't care. Yeah. Do I look fucking Ukrainian to you? We're already paying their pensions. Well, Social Security is scheduled, they're saying it's going to be bankrupt by 2030. Nobody gives a fuck about that. Nor do they give a shit about our border. Our border is wide open. But oh my God, Russia crossed Ukraine's border. And they all speak the same fucking language because, well, they used to be part of Russia. Oh, this is going to be a good one. Hopefully somebody's here to see this one. How much DOGE has saved the American taxpayer? According to their website, let me bring that up. Might take a minute to load, but they have a website. I didn't know this until tonight. Ooh, it's gone up. $49.09 billion, which is compared to our fucking federal deficit is still a drop in the bucket, but it's better than fucking nothing, right? Let's see what we've saved money on. I'm trying to read this like, hold on, let me make this bigger here. The Mozambique voluntary medical male circumcision. Yeah, that seems real important to fucking national security, doesn't it? UC Berkeley, Cambodian Youth Enterprise Development. Strengthening independent voices in Cambodia. You mean a communist country is going to... Yeah, okay. Prague Civil Society Center. Gender Equality and Women Empowerment Hub. $40 million. This is what the Democrats are upset over. Improving public procurement in Serbia. Yeah, I can see where like elections, but it ain't good. That has not biodiversity conservative in Nepal. How is this feeding anybody? Basically DEI in Mali. 586 contracts canceled. Department of Education terminated 70 DEI training grants. Fucking A. DEI. Delusions, exclusions, and intimidation. EPA DEI. HUD money. Misplaced HUD money recovered. $1.09 billion. Okay? Department of Education grants for 4 equity assistance centers terminated. $33 million. EPA Environmental Justice Grant. Climate. What the fuck is climate justice? What the fuck? Let's see, Department of Education. I thought these were also supposed to be overseas grants. Right? They were supposed to be helping overseas countries become more like us. God forbid they actually know what a fucking woman is. And literally, I read an interview with one of the idiots trying to defend AIDs. And he said, you know, that Peru comic book wasn't about trans. It was about gay people. The fuck does that have to do about feeding people? You fucking retard. It doesn't make it better. It just made you look dumber. Actually, I think we should let the Peruvian people know what they're doing, because as a big-time Catholic country, somebody might get fucking stabbed. Oh yeah, I got waiting for Google Partners to okay my account. Then my books, all my books, will both be ebooks, which they also sell in Brazil, which for some reason I can't sell paperback here, weird. And audiobooks, because for some reason nobody likes to fucking read anymore. And that includes you Americans. Regardless of fucking political party, y'all fucking don't like to read, and it shows. Just waiting for the account to go live. Should go live Monday, hopefully. And then, oh yeah, the idiot on Threads, 206. After I started, just to piss him off, I was citing my book on Trump with my own citation. Armstrong 2025, and then below the bibliography, the name and title of the book, which you all should fucking read. 600 pages of shit to fucking show liberals Trump was a good president. But hey, I'm not trying to sell you a book. Nah, God forbid you just sit around and scream at each other without knowing shit. And then he just kept sharing blogs from other loony leftists. Don't get it. Blogs and web pages on free web page sites from other loony leftists. So then I just started citing the 65 pages of sources I used to write the book. He finally stopped commenting. He just called me a big poopy, basically called me a big poopy head and stopped commenting. But how about conservatives? I don't think you're any smarter than the loony left, because you don't know shit either. You just sit around and yell at each other. I can go fucking cite one of my books. Weird. Oh yeah, I told you I was going to tell you why I like Threads. One, I get to pick when and where the loony left can comment. I have one thread that I have for them. Whereas, like, again, Instagram, I have to do all or nothing. Facebook, all or nothing. Those, I get to pick and choose. I give them one. One. And on Mondays, it gets wiped and I start all over again. You people just don't know how to play this game. Also, I have a docs account where I have a bunch of documents with sources saved. PDF file. Where I can fucking destroy these people. My favorite is, I'm not reading that. Didn't expect you to. I just put it up here to make you look like a fucking idiot because you're not going to read it. But it's here. That's it. It's here. The information's there. You're not going to read it. I don't care if you read it. I put it there to make you look fucking stupid for not reading it and telling everyone you're not going to read it. In my last little, oh yeah, and this came in like just before I came on air. Some idiot on Threads posted, Oh, look at him drinking live on national TV. Yeah, he was drinking water out of a Pete Hegseth. Drinking water out of a glass because he's probably pretty fucking dehydrated. For doing PT with the troops this morning. Also, another idiot posted a picture of him with his, Christian tats that actually predate fucking Islam. You know what it is? Why they don't like Pete Hegseth? He's too manly for the left. You know why they don't like me? I'm too smart for them and too manly because I've been to war and fucking they haven't. Actually, they haven't been anyway. But I'm going to leave this open, but nobody's in here. And I've gone through my notes. Man, let me get... Next door neighbors are screaming, as they've been doing all forever. Non-stop screaming. Oh yeah, been taking classes, college classes, novels about totalitarianism, and this is one of them. The whole book, like this is 200, is all about how the government breaks you. Literally, that's what this book is about, how it breaks you. At the end, when they were torturing him with the rats, torture her. That's what it is. That's why they pit blacks against whites. The communists. That's why they do it. The same way they did it in Europe. Jews were just a scapegoat. But I invited members of my family too, so, and they're not here either, which I think speaks volumes. They weren't there like for pretty much from the time I was like 19. Well, no, I can't say that. When I was down, my mother and father were there. You know the difference between living in Brazil and living in the States? My family has an excuse not to visit me now. Alright. So nobody's coming in this. Well, last week we talked for 4 hours. Seth and I about just farming. Which I haven't been a farmer since I was 17. We milk cows from the time I could fucking walk. Till I was about 17. And then we moved, and I did not want to be a farmer again. Why? Because I can't remember which farmer, when I'm doing my podcast, is doing chores while he's listening. Well, it's on a Saturday, which tells me like he's working on a Saturday, which I respect a lot. I just didn't want to do that. But then again, I went into service, which a lot of times you'll work years on Saturdays. Huh. I thought my stepdaughter was coming home and her boyfriend. There's a dude that needs a sandwich right there. My stepdaughter's boyfriend. Was hoping at least a loony leftist would come in here because I set up all these sound effects for nothing, you know. Now I feel like my efforts were wasted.
finish you quick. I promise you won't have to find out what your left ball tastes like.
Chris Christopherson. He's going to be missed. I did some of his music. Help Me Make It Through the Night. Why Me, Lord? Yeah, great songs. He was. I liked him in Blade. Definitely liked him in Blade. Then, who remembers the movie Convoy? That was a good movie, and with Chris Christopherson, Rubber Duck. Yeah, that was a good movie. I believe Cobra Kai is over. I think the whole series is done after this last show. Now, being a karate guy, I'm kind of disappointed, but whatever. Unless to be honest, I'd like to see Chozan take over, but he's kind of old. It'd kind of be the Miyagi and find a new student, and they could carry that on forever. Like, that's the thing about karate. It's heritage based. Next is Chozan, and maybe the chick, the Korean woman, and they, it's still Cobra Kai, but then it carries on from there. They find a new, like, prodigy, or not prodigy, but karateka student, because they're coming out with the new movie Legends or whatever with Ralph Macchio and Jackie Chan. I guess it's still snowing, sorry. Guess it's snowing in New York. How you liking that snow? If I could pick up my computer, I'd show you outdoors. It ain't snowing. As a matter of fact, I had the air conditioner on today. Never snows here. And I'm happy with that. When you have arthritis, snow sucks. That means it's cold. And arthritis and cold just don't go together. My neighbors, though, are loud as fuck. I have earphones on. These are noise canceling, by the way. And I can still fucking hear them. Brazilians are. I love Brazil in the sense that I can live comfortably. I can live like a man, you know what I mean? I pay my bills on the first of the month. The rest of the month, all that money's mine. Can any of you do that in America? Like pay your your bills on the first of the month, and then the rest of your month? That doesn't mean I'm rich. It just means I'm comfortable. I mean, I could. If I didn't have that car, holy shit! That car is more expensive than my apartment, my utilities combined. Matter of fact, probably twice that. Been a good car though. I drove it like down to Santica, up here, back and back up. That's like we'll say 3, 9, 3, 9, 12,000 kilometers. Trying to figure out something just chimed. I don't know what it is on my phone, but let me check it out. We'll see. You might get to hear me talk to my wife too. Don't know. Don't know. Let me see. No, that was, oh, a minute ago. Weird. Looking at my phone. I don't know what chimed in though. My phone doesn't make a lot of noises, but when it does, it means I get money or huh. Hmm. Oh, that was yesterday. I thought my wife chimed in. She said she was gonna call me on YouTube, or not YouTube. WhatsApp. You guys need to get WhatsApp because that's what they use around the world, Europe, and stop thinking America and start thinking internationally. And there it goes again. Weird. You'll make more money if you have something to sell internationally. If you don't have something to sell internationally, it really doesn't matter. Other than you can talk person to person encrypted. That's the only plus. Does video, audio. You can't really send videos, small ones. You can send YouTube videos, but I'm gonna go get another beer. Maybe take a leak. Nah, not like I got people waiting. Fucking Brazil. Hey, Brazil. You don't have a fucking space program. Stop fucking with people that do. cunt. You ever met stupid? This is the epitome of fucking stupid. Also, might help if I can afford a computer. We're going to get one. Because I don't give a fuck anymore. I should be enjoying my time retired. I guess we're back up. Cool. I've had 6 views, not one fucking comment. What are y'all, pussies? Anyway, I'm so tired of you pussies. And that's Brazil too. Holy fuck, are you a bunch of pussies? I'm tired of the cowards in this world running shit. You're not worth the time. For example, Brazilians. And strength doesn't come from, it comes from knowing how to use what you have. You don't have shit. Because you're not well educated. And if one more Brazilian lectures me inside my house, you don't pay any fucking bills. That's the whole reason you pay bills. Shut the fuck up, or give me a check. It's the same everywhere. You don't want to pay bills. Shut the fuck up. Hold on, I gotta see if I can. Oh fuck. I think my computer's acting up. I think that's the problem. Of course, the internet too is a problem. I've had 6 people look. Ain't nobody had the guts to comment. You know what that tells me? They were probably loony leftists who didn't have anything worth commenting. Other than, Nazi! Need a new computer. And I'm going to get one. Regardless of what anybody says. Because I like doing this. You don't have to like me, but you ain't going to forget me. That's for damn sure. That's why the books, when I die, think about this. When you die, the only people that are going to know are your family. Which, fine. When I die, I've written 8, 9 books. My name will be out there forever, including one on the fall of the Roman Republic, which is one I'm proud of. That was a good book. A lot in there. I had to make it 2 volumes. That's how much is in there. Kind of set the stage for the American Republic. There's a couple books you might want to fucking read and figure out what's going on. It's happening in modern times. You're just too stupid to know it. Just, I guess, what, you need a dude on a horse at the gates with legions behind him to figure it out. And I'm not talking about Trump. I'm talking about the leftists. They didn't need to fucking march and burn shit. They're in charge of the most important parts of the government. The bureaucracy and the educating your fucking kids. They own the most important parts of society. Your kid's education and the bureaucracy. You think Congress? You think Congress or the president is the most important? No, it's the fucking bureaucracy and education. That's why they're upset that they want to shut down the Department of Education. You can't indoctrinate kids unless you control the source of the indoctrination. Holy shit. What are you people thinking? There's my production manager. Wondering what I'm doing. Oh, hold on. Let me move that for you. Good girl. Yes, if they can't control those two things, they don't have control. Well, that and the IRS. That's why they're upset that DOGE is going into the IRS. You're about to find out where your tax dollars. What's up, babies? Talking to my production manager. She's a pretty girl. She likes to sit behind my computer. So if you see my computer move, she's rubbing against it. She misses her mom when she's working. I found her well, she kind of found me. She attacked my shoe. And she couldn't even her eyes were barely open. We fed her with a syringe. Got her up to size, and now she's a big cat who tears up my hands. At least somebody in Brazil's got some balls. She's a pretty cat. But I used to have a dog too, and well, she's dead now. We had to leave her in Santa Catarina, and Brazilians don't treat their animals well, which is why I don't trust Brazilians. What's up, Seth? I mentioned you earlier. We were talking for like 3 hours last week. I've been starting my podcast a little early just to because my wife she works till 10 here, so but you wouldn't know what time it is here, so this I still can't. It's hard to tell what time it is here. You missed a whole spiel about the loony left. I put, changed an entire. What do you think of this title for my next book? It was had a different title when I started because I wanted to sound like professional. But after talking to a loony leftist today, I changed the title to my next book. The History of Civil Rights from Civil War to Delusions, Exclusion, and Intimidation. I think that's a good title for modern civil rights. What we're doing today is literally delusion, exclusion, and intimidation. And that's the third title change. My production manager wants to take a nap. Need a beer though. Be right back. Sorry, babies. Where you going? Oh, my production manager saw me leave. What? I was just getting a beer. You could have stayed there. Well, it's what time? It's I gotta look at my clock here. It's 8:41 here and fucking balmy. I just had the air conditioner on later or earlier. Oh, what are you having for supper? We don't like American food. Every meal here is rice and beans and some kind of meat. So I actually published a cookbook in Portuguese for the Portuguese, so I could fucking actually get some fucking chili here. Nobody's bought it. I would love to have someone buy the fucking book and make me some chili, because I make my own chili. I wish someone else would fucking make it for me for a change. Actually, some mashed potatoes would be good. Some kind of meat, like a roast or steak. Maybe some green beans on the side, because I'm sick of corn. They put fucking corn in everything here, including hot dogs. I was thinking green beans. Maybe I like salad, lettuce type salad. So maybe a salad to start off. That way you can put the heavier stuff on top of the lettuce. Yeah, Brazilians don't know how to put a meal together. They do good soups though. They call them caldo. They have different, like chicken. They have beef. They have. They do know how to make a. It's not a stew, really. It really is like a soup, but it's a really thick freaking soup. When you dip bread into it, it sticks to the bread. Oh, just take it and smash it together and call it a smash burger. Usually they use, I guess, pancakes for that, but fuck it. Put a little, yeah, I was going to say pimento, but you don't know what pimento is. That's hot sauce on top, and fucking call it good. You know what they don't have in Brazil that I fucking miss? Dill pickles, kosher dill pickles, and white cheddar cheese. They don't have it. Although they have some of the most beautiful women on the planet. Ah, cool. Fall off the bone. And what I got to tell you though, that's the one area that America probably can't beat Brazilian is barbecue. Although I can. They don't know how to smoke though. I want to get a smoker shipped here. They don't sell smokers here. And smoke some meat and fucking have some Brazilians try that. They can barbecue and it's good. Tired of this shit. Wow. My computer's acting up. I need a new computer. Yeah, it's my computer. And the internet. Because, well, let's face it, you fuck with Elon Musk and you don't have a space program, you're going to lose some satellites. Weird. I need a new computer. But what was I talking about? American food in Brazil. Yeah, Brazil, you ain't gonna beat them on barbecue, but just could be. Just sorry, but they haven't. Everything is covered in salt. So I made homemade speedies for my wife, which she loved, and I'm like, that's New York State speedies, New York State Fair speedies. Tender, oh my God, so tender. I use cooking sherry to tenderize them and give it a little zip instead of vinegar. Oh my God, so good. But they don't understand smoked meat. They don't have smokers here. I want to get a smoker, put it in the yard, and start smoking some beef. Like, because my father-in-law, when we go out to his house once a year, we butcher at least 2 bulls. I mean, it's fresh beef. I have pictures of like them cutting it up on his like picnic table on his front porch. Like we kill them and then we drag the meat right over to get it cut up. So yeah, it ain't. Yeah, it's Brazil is a whole different world. Although it's the second largest, well, it was. I don't know about now after the fires, but it was the second largest beef exporter in the world. Which Lula, fucking the idiot, is going to waste that potential. Fucking socialists will always fuck up everything. Actually, he's a communist. But I'm not sure the people here would like communism after Bolsonaro, which I'm not, the people here don't understand not trusting your government. The government here gives you benefit. If I hear one more Brazilian, we have a benefit here. You realize he stole from you to give you that benefit, right? And healthcare is not free. I still pay for healthcare. My wife still pays for healthcare. It's not free. And they tax you for it on top of it. Not free. She uses her credit card. That's why they're all fucking broke. She doesn't. I was a little worried about my father-in-law. He doesn't like to eat pork, but he ain't Muslim. It's just raising them is a pain in the ass. But I will tell you this: I'd like to have a couple pigs around, just because they can eat a pedophile in like under 10 minutes. But they're a bitch to butcher because you gotta, all the work that goes into butchering them. That's the only reason I wouldn't have pigs. I love pork. My production manager is wondering when Mom gets home. She's scratching at the window. But yeah, that's the only reason I wouldn't have pigs. I like beef, and if I can order pork from someone, I'll do it. Love it. My wife doesn't like ham. In Portuguese, it's presunto, but she doesn't like ham, packaged ham. Well, actually, she doesn't like. Well, she likes pork chops, which is the same fucking thing. I would love some honey glazed ham here. She won't. Doesn't understand honey glazed ham. Today she picked up a package of it was Canadian bacon. I'm looking and go, say ham. It's bacon. It says bacon. Bacon on bacon in Portuguese is the same in English. It says bacon on the package. I'm like, it's ham. But it says bacon. I'm like, no, it's ham. fucking Canadian bacon, but it's ham. That's all Canadian bacon is ham. That's but I like Canadian bacon with some scrambled eggs and the freaking toast. But they don't. Their breakfasts are different here. Oh, bacon? Oh, fucking man. Here the bacon. Yeah, they do bacon. Oh, a lot here. That's why the word bacon in Portuguese is the same as it is in English. Bacon. It's fucking delicious. But they don't do it for breakfast. I get bacon and beans. Like we make bacon and beans. Like big chunks of fucking bacon. When I get bacon here, it's not like those thin strips you get for breakfast. It's fucking chunks. Like fucking chunks of bacon. And it's usually in beans because they eat beans and rice every day. Well, I can't say everybody does it. In my house, we do it beans and bacon because I got fucking tired of just beans. So I said, let's make beans and bacon. And we get fucking big chunks of fucking bacon and we'll put it in the beans and I'll leave it there. Yeah, I don't know if you got my shit about bacon. Yeah, I know. Welcome to fucking Brazil, right? And these people don't understand why I get upset when shit doesn't work. Stop blaming me for being upset and make shit work. My wife, why are you upset? These people drive like shit. Stop asking me why I get upset, why these people drive like shit. And stop making these people drive like shit. You go through a 40-hour fucking course to drive. It shouldn't be a fucking problem. Right? Stop asking me why you're stupid. Just stop being stupid. Holy fuck. Novel fucking idea. We fucked with the guy that supplies our internet satellites. We have no idea why our internet sucks. Are you fucking retarded? Because that's the one way to prove you're retarded without using the word retarded. Sorry. I love Brazil. I do. For the weather, the women are gorgeous. If you're single, this is the place to go. But don't expect fucking Einsteins here. Okay? Then again, when you look at America, they're 18. And you have to do a fuck. But what I like in Brazil, at 18, you get to go for your car license and motorcycle license at the same time. Ain't no fucking waiting period. And guess what? After I did 40 hours, because of the fucking COVID pandemic, my license had expired in New York. So I had to go through the whole fucking program here. So I have a car and motorcycle license here. in a language I didn't speak fucking fluently. So if you think you're fucking smarter than I am, you come take the fucking driver's test for fucking Brazil. I had to take a psych eval, a cognitive test, and I had to do 40 hours, 20 on car, 20 on motorcycle to fucking even test. It cost you about 2,000 reals, 1,500 I think, to get your license here. And I had already driven in Iraq and Afghanistan, where the roads were fucking exploding. Well, that's what I was explaining to my wife tonight. We do that shit with because. Let me ask you something. Are you going to teach your daughter to drive because you care about her not dying? Or are you just going to teach them the law because, well, you want to make a dime? We have fewer car accidents than Brazil. Why? Because we teach our own. We teach our family how to drive. Because we don't want our family dead. They do it because they want $1. Or not $1, but a real. There's a difference. That's why you fucking people die more than we do. Same with gun ownership. Now, would I give Brazilians guns? No. Fucking they're ranked 79th in education. They're fucking retarded. Compared to me or you, they're retarded. They're hairless apes. And that includes my wife. My wife doesn't understand why I don't associate with a lot of Brazilians. If they're not even her sisters are fucking school teachers, and they're dumber than I am. Why? They've been taught what the government said they have to teach. That's it. Brazil is communist. Even under Bolsonaro, even he didn't care about education because guess what? You're not going to educate someone to overthrow you. And guess what? America had a fucking hand in that too. In the 60s, we sent the CIA down here to fuck up their elections. And yet we have more deaths in Brazil. Weird. Yet we have more stringent driving regulations. Not really. It's about getting more taxes for the government. It's government shit. Just like they don't have people patrolling the roads to force law enforcement, they have radar, which I'd like to know. Which you can't go to court and say, when was that last calibrated or whatever. There's just, yeah, you just don't have due process here at all. Because I know how radar guns work. 5 or 10 miles per hour over or under, it's probably not accurate. Here they don't give a fuck. You're going to pay the fine. Period. No way to fight it. You just pay it. Welcome to socialism. But, I mean, you've seen my wife's ass. I mean, they already have. Oh, if you didn't see the early, my earlier, hold on. You weren't here for the earlier part of my podcast. Give it a minute to come up. Takes a minute. Unless they took it down. I doubt that. There we go. There you go. 49.09 big. They put up a fucking web page to show you what they're doing. Which is actually more than the Democrats have done. 27 days they've been inception. Total initiatives. See it? Look at it. This is what the Democrats are upset about. Yeah. Fucking retards. So when the Democrats, got 49 point what did I say? 49.09 trillion. Yeah, but that's what the Democrats are upset about. Brazil, that's never going to happen in Brazil, though. Written books on this, or how this would happen, called the Federalist Papers. Wrote a book on it. Knew it was happening. Rage wrote the book, by the way. Pissed me off. Nobody's read it yet. So, who's going to yell at who? A bunch of uneducated fuckdarts yelling at each other. I write books. Nobody reads fucking books anymore. I need another beer. Be right back. The Brazilian national debt, that's an easy lookup. Hold on. I'm going to guarantee you it ain't what America's is, because we give federal aid to Brazil. Google. What is Brazil's national debt? Holy shit. Trying to read that and fucking it says 1,402.8 billion. So I'm guessing that's like trillions. If it's 1,000. Holy fuck. Oh, 1.4 billion. I forgot how they write billion. They used a comma instead of periods. $1.4 billion. I forgot I was talking to an American, and I forgot that they use commas instead of periods here. $1.4 billion. And we trade $27 billion a year with Brazil. Your rubber, go out and look on your car if you have a GMC or a Chevy, and all the hoses and hoses and belts are made in Brazil, rubber. Which, I mean, I don't have a problem with that, but why did Biden come down here to give the election to a fucking Chinese sympathizer? That would be my question. He sent the CIA military officials to make sure that Bolsonaro didn't win. If anything, you want to shoot at somebody in Connecticut, I think that's where his house is. Matter of fact, fucking Lula couldn't read till he was a teenager, but he's the president, which I, respect that you can rise to that fucking level, if you struggle, but he's a fucking idiot. Sorry, still a fucking idiot. He should have learned something about economics and, all that shit too. He can read. Yeah, so can I. Matter of fact, I wrote a book about the failures of socialism and communism. So I guess fucking I know more than fucking Lula. Weird. Fucking. Yeah. Gotta stop recording now. Yeah, Brazil is now a Chinese Chinese colony, so it probably passed through Brazil. By the way, do you know how China is going to get around those tariffs? They're going to send them through fucking Brazil. They'll just put a new stamp on it because they have a fucking communist president. But I have the advantage in that of living here. One, my wife has a gorgeous ass. But also, I can keep my money outside the country until I actually need it. So the communists can't get a hold of it. Now, if they have a problem with what I'm saying, they can come through my front gate. I'm gonna die, but so are they. A lot of them, because it's what I did for a living. Yeah, so do I. Welcome to Brazil. Fucking, again, don't fuck with the guy that supplies your internet. Then again, I could just wait too. Gives me time to drink beer. My wife is going to be very upset when she comes home and I tell her I'm getting a new computer. And you notice I didn't say ask. I said tell. Oh, fuck. Oh, the exchange rate? Fucking A, dude. What is it today? I can tell you right now. See, America elected an idiot. Brazil elected a bigger idiot. Which, kept me fucking above water. Gotta just switch this up. Clear. $1. So $1 is worth five reals and 70 centavos. Almost six reals. So let's say, hold on. Let me give you a comparison because you don't know what a real is or anything. Let's say I make $100. That's 570 reals here. So I'm making the equivalent of $570. You understand what I'm saying? Like, now you also have to take into account inflation here. So I'm still ahead of the game, but still prices are going up. But still, I'm doing better than I would in the States. Yeah. Uh, Here they do contracts. You see me now? Fucking. Okay. Let's see if I can get the answer out now. The average Brazilian makes 1,100 reals. Well, actually, I think he increased the minimum wage. They go by monthly contracts here, which I think America should do too. That way you can negotiate your fucking wage. Let's see. I think it's what 1,200 now. 1,200 a month. No, gotta go. So they make. I'm gonna go 1,200 reals a month. That's the minimum wage. I think it went up. That's why I'm doing 1,200. It might have gone higher, which is the equivalent of $210 a month. Sounds like shit to you, but here, I mean, they live on it. They don't live luxurious, but they live. Tired of having to do this. Almost enough for a government uprising to where I go fucking find Lula and fucking snap his little fucking neck. Maybe break off the rest of his fucking fingers. By the way, come see me, you little fucks. No, welcome to fucking with Elon Musk. When your internet is coming from someone else, probably not a good idea to fuck with them, you think? Just like the loony left. Maybe that'll work. Let me see. Settings. Let me go to output buffer. Yeah, it won't let me change it on the fly though. Just tired of it. Sad thing is, the Democrats are doing the same fucking thing. Fuck with the guy who's supplying your satellites. Alright. Before SpaceX was putting satellites in space, it was the Russians. Does that sound like a fucking good idea to you, stupid? But they're gonna do it. I've heard the name. I haven't looked into them yet much, but I have heard the name, which is probably more than most fucking people that I can say I've heard the name. Haven't, like, nobody's brought it up to me to delve into yet. Delved into socialism, communism, Trump. Written 2 books on socialism and communism. But I have heard that name. Randall Carlson. I'm trying to remember where I heard it. Possibly. It's not the first time it's happened. Some say that's how the dinosaurs went away. You think, like, humans are such egotistical assholes. Yeah, you think? And they hit the moon all the time. They burn up in the atmosphere too. But what if one of them is just too fucking big? Do you really, are you, possibly? Depends. We do not have people. This isn't fucking Star Trek. We don't have people out there looking for asteroids coming to Earth. Sorry to say. And if it happens, guess what? We can't do anything about it. We are minuscule. Think about it. A fucking virus took down 1,000,000 of us. Really? What's an asteroid going to do? We're just a part of Mother Nature. Well, that's what Elon Musk wants to do, Mars. I'm thinking more. Mars is the next planet. If Earth were destroyed, the gravitational pull would change, and maybe Mars would come closer to the sun. Yeah, I saw that. We did, but we have comets go by us all the time. By the way, comets are just meteors. They're just icing. Yeah, I get it. But, yeah, those things happen. They happen more than you think. But, what are we going to do? For all the ego humans have, you might want to get rid of it. If you're an atheist, read the book of Revelation. It's happening. Now, I think that's what's in that book is kind of like written to, kind of like a melodrama. But it's happening. Sorry, but it's fucking happening. Either the people that wrote that book fucking knew that humans were so fucking retarded that this is how it was going to end, or that's actually it's fucking the truth. Yes, the planet has shifted polars twice. They ain't theories. They've shifted They've shifted twice. The galaxy is a strange thing. Yes, it can switch gravitational pull changes. Depends on the sun. It's a galaxy. It's not just one fucking planet. Again, ego. It's not just one planet. It's an entire solar system. We have a sun that fucks with our gravitational pull. Stop thinking like you're the center of it. You're not. Yes, it's happened twice. We've also had at least 3 ice ages. Humans are not the center of the universe, contrary to popular belief. Someday, pack your shit. We're going away. If you believe in evolution, we should go away. That way the next branch of us can, I don't think it's going to have blue fucking hair, though. Probably someone who can fucking quote Shakespeare verbatim and fucking enjoys the arts. That's what I'm thinking. That's going to be the next generation of the fucking human race. Human and fucking not stupidest would be a fucking good. Need a beer, though. Be right back. Not really. Mainly gender, what I call gender fucking ideologists. And climate change idiots. Oh my god, the planet's oceans are gonna rise. Why are the rich assholes still buying fucking property on Martha's Vineyard? It's a fucking island, stupid. Yeah, I'm weird like that. I actually think about shit. Fucking gender ideology idiots make flat earthers look like fucking geniuses. Because I've never been to outer space to look at the earth, but I can punch you in the fucking balls and figure out what fucking gender you are. Yeah. I think they're fucking with my stream a little bit too because I'm a conservative. And I'll tell you why, because when I start mentioning certain words, it goes down and goes back up. Does it really fucking matter? Is Ukraine America's problem? I don't give a fuck. Stop sending them fucking money. It ain't our war. If they ain't paying for it, they ain't fucking getting it. There you go. Don't care. Do I look fucking Ukrainian to you? Do I sound Ukrainian? Motherfucker, we fighting their war. Don't care. Pay us. And that was one of the earlier things I put in my podcast. Trump wants them to give $500 billion in natural resources. Okay. It's not our fucking war. Pay us. There you go. We're paying their fucking pension system. Social Security is projected to go broke in 2030. The fuck are we doing? It's not our war. Period. War is supposed to be horrible. Don't fucking start one, there won't be one. Fuck. I don't give a fuck if they hit it. It's in Ukraine. Do I look fucking Ukrainian? What the fuck are my tax dollars going to fucking pay their pensions? I don't give a fuck if he attacks Germany. Pull the troops out. Germany ain't our fucking problem. Don't care. I have two places I worry about. My front yard, there's a gate in my front yard. Don't come in that front yard and fuck around. I'll fucking kill you. In the United States. I'm not a citizen in Brazil. I'm a citizen in the United States. I'm also a veteran. Don't fuck around. Other than that, I don't give a fuck. My money should not be going to someone else's war. Fight your own fucking war. I didn't start it. If I start it, you'll fucking know. It'll be over quicker than you fucking know it. Don't care. The fucking thing could blow up. It's Europe. They should have taken care of their fucking problems. Why are we always called in to fucking clean up Europe's fucking problems? My grandfather, my father went to Vietnam. That's fucking Democrats again. Fucking JFK. Which I still would have voted for him because of his conservative economic policies, but I don't care about Ukraine. It's not my country. If you're so worried about fucking Ukraine, they take foreigners in their military. Do you need help fucking packing? I have experience in that too. If you're worried about Ukraine, pack your shit and go there. Fuck. Did that answer your question about that? I hope it does. I don't give a fuck. Sorry, but Europe has started every fucking war that we've had to come clean up, and I'm fucking done with it. Literally. Fucking clean up your own shit. How about that? And stop having us pay for your fucking wars. We have special forces there, by the way. So we're already fighting this fucking war. Clean up your own shit. If you can't face a fucking T-80, or a T-90, which is shit, it's your fucking problem, retard, not ours. And that's what I think about that war. And I'm pretty sure the military-industrial complex will not like me, but hey, retired staff sergeant, fuck you, I don't care. Russia didn't attack the United States. I'm still trying to figure out why we're fighting, and they're not a part of NATO. I don't even give a fuck about NATO. We shouldn't be in NATO. We're the strongest military force on the fucking planet. They should be fearing the United States. NATO is a fucking joke. Now, I'm not dissing the soldiers. I'm dissing the fucking organization. Because I worked with the Germans. They're good soldiers. I worked with the fucking British. Good soldiers. In Afghanistan. But the organization, if they don't fear you, get the fuck out. And that's the strength through power. And that's why Trump succeeds. That's why Putin took his fucking call in the first place. You think he'd take a call from fucking Biden? Holy fuck. Yeah, hey, fuck that idiot. That's exactly what he would have said to Biden. My neighbor's having another fucking fight with her. Welcome to Brazil. Nobody has control. Everybody lectures me on control. But nobody can control their mouths. I think the fact that I haven't punched you in the fucking throat is a demonstration of great fucking control. Weird. But, what time is it? I gotta look at my, because I have my phone now set to New York time because I'm almost tempted to stick the mic out the window because I go through this every day. Well, I can see that comment, and I was talking about Ukraine, so yeah, I guess they're some of them are. Hold on, I had to restart this again, so let me see if I'll. Kind of want to stick my camera out the window and. Oh, middle. Oh, yeah, I had it set to the wrong setting because I had to restart this. Let me answer your question. A different subject. Did you see that? No. Okay. Did it bother you fighting wars in the Middle East? Turban heads that hate us. No, I was shooting the turban heads that hated us. Yeah. If they hadn't used the word Al Qaeda, Iraq, Al Qaeda, I wouldn't even have gone to Iraq, but I volunteered because they used the word Al Qaeda. And I saw a video on YouTube before they put in all their filters of, what's his name, Richard Byrd being beheaded. So yeah, I went to Iraq and I shot. Yeah, I don't feel, no. Matter of fact, I'd go back and shoot a bunch more fucking Muslim assholes if I had the chance, because fucking. Maybe. My fucking neighbors are losing their minds. Holy shit. Some of your comment, I have to fucking play with this. Yeah, I think it's time for a new computer. Or I need to go kill, or, fucking punch Lula in the face and say, yeah, you're, actually not Lula. What's that Supreme Court justice? Anyway, whoever's fucking with Elon Musk. Sounds like somebody over there is beating something. I'm almost tempted to stick the mic out the window. Holy shit. Let me take these off for a minute. Yeah, normally, like, fucking, whatever. It's not the one on, which is kind of cool, because she's a teacher. But, I have 3 concurrent followers that nobody, no, I think JFK was killed, for his, equal rights shit. Democrats have always been against equal rights. And still are. Or Chicago wouldn't, their neighborhoods, their black neighborhoods, wouldn't be the poorest and the most violent in the fucking country. I'm not fucking stupid. Nope. He was killed due to civil rights. They could give a flying fuck about Vietnam. Or the Democrats wouldn't be sending more black men than white men. Or disproportionate. Yeah. No, it was civil rights. Same way they killed his brother. Civil rights. Because the Democrats, even today, or Chicago wouldn't be in the shape it's fucking in. Yeah, it was about civil rights. They are the true racist. If you want to meet a racist, sit down with a Democrat, because that's all they'll talk about for hours. Yet they haven't fucking done anything. Really, think about it. What have they done to end segregation in Chicago? And they haven't elected a fucking Republican since 1937. And then again, we have New Orleans too. They haven't elected a Republican since 1870. The most segregated cities in the fucking country. So when that's why the new book is coming out. Stupid doesn't have a skin color. Stupid just is stupid. It's a fucking. And it's on both sides. And I'll tell you why. It's just two fucking uneducated fucking people screaming at each other. The right had no fucking idea what they're screaming about. But they're just screaming. And it sounds good to me, too. I mean, I'm not going to lie. It sounds good to me. Difference is I'm fucking more educated. And I know what they're screaming about. They don't know what they're screaming about. But I know what they're screaming about. And you have the left, or just fucking indoctrinated by the fucking leftist fucking indoctrination machine, screaming at each other. That's why I write books that nobody fucking reads. So it's two illiterate fucks just screaming at each other. I put my literacy into books. I write them. I know more than both sides. What's weird is the biggest insult I get from the left is I don't have friends. Well, that might be because I think that both sides are fucking retarded because they just yell at each other. I write books. I write books that nobody fucking reads. Now, I can guarantee you, you can't even tell me the last time you read a book. Especially about JFK or any of the shit you've told me about tonight. I have. I wrote them. Yes, I know. That's the topic of my next book. Yes. Again, the topic of my next book. Yeah. That you won't read. They won't read. Hence why our country is ranked 40th in education. But I'll keep writing my books. Why? When I die, maybe somebody will pick one up and go, holy fuck. This guy was on to something. I have a book on Donald Trump out. Nobody's read that. Why? I hate Donald Trump. Why? They can tell you why I hate him. They'll just give you CNN talking points. I'll post just synopsis from chapters of my book. That ain't true. And then I'll show them the 65 pages of sources I used to write the book. Not one of you people can give me sources. Not one of you can tell me what book you read to tell me you know anything about the topic you're talking on. But you're still talking, which, by the way, is your right under the First Amendment. Unless you're on social media, I guess. Social media is different. I need a beer, but that's a topic I wish we could get. I'm trying to figure out how we can get like a board, like a bunch of people we could do together, a live, like everybody has a mic and we can all, you know what I mean? That would be a great fucking live stream. Get a couple, even like three conservatives, three loony leftists, and just. But then again, I'll be sitting in the middle going, "Where'd you read that? Where'd you get that from?" And you better have fucking sources, because I'm gonna fucking call you on it. I write books, which is why the loony left hate me. And the right kind of hate me too, because I don't really give a fuck unless you fucking read something. You know something about the past. Good. Like you brought up the KKK. Well, yeah. And then after Reconstruction, we left the fucking black people, fucking abandoned them. So I could understand why the blacks are like, you fucking dickheads. We have a history. My neighbors are fucking losing their shit. Holy fuck. Kind of want to go next door and just kind of fucking punch both of them, but whatever. I'm going to get a beer. Yeah, that's my next book too. This next book is about from the Civil War to modern times civil rights, and it ends with the craziness that we have now. The next book is the despotism. That I already have the notes all together. How the left became the tyrants. So I just need a beer. That's why I don't drink. Well, they don't. Well, that's why the Looney left wants CRT, and it's working. Well, actually, kind of the Republican Party kind of fucked itself in 1880 when they abandoned. Sorry. Abandoned Black Americans. I don't like the term African American because ain't none of those motherfuckers been to Africa. But black Americans to that when they pulled Union troops out and left them to the racist. It doesn't make them racist, it just means they compromised. It was a 1870 or 75, they compromised to get their president elected. And I'm trying to figure out. I can't remember the president. There was a split in the, and they left him out. I'm getting shit from people. I have no fucking idea who they are. But anyway, yes, they pulled the Union troops out. It kind of fucked the Republican Party, where they, but they still voted Republican up until shit. 60s, 70s. They were still voting Republican up until the 70s. That's supposedly when the what was that? There was supposedly the party switch. That never happened because they were. It's hard for the loony left to see that they're being the minorities to see they're being used, and they've been voting Democrat for 60 years. 60 years? Yeah, it was about 60 years. And they're still poor. I call it the victims of the Democratic playing card deck. Actually, let me open that, and I may be able to open it, and you can fucking listen to it. Because I wrote this paper. About the whole thing. Fuck. Trying to find the paper. Hold on. It's important. They're victims. It's a victim mentality. Hold on. Let me, and then I'll put on the speech to text or text to speech, because kind of like an audiobook. There we go. That's the one I want. But yeah, it's actually, yeah, there we go. That's the one. This is what the Democrats have been playing for fucking.
The victims of the Democratic playing card deck. This group constitutes the essential voting bloc for the Democratic Party, serving as a critical engine for the promotion of leftist ideologies. These individuals often perceive themselves as wronged or disadvantaged, a sentiment that is frequently reinforced by political rhetoric. They are not only convinced of their grievances but are also subjected to narratives that frame opposing parties, primarily Republicans and conservatives, as adversaries intent on further marginalizing them. This dynamic creates a potent sense of victimhood that is exploited by Democratic leaders to galvanize support. The concept of playing the race/age/gender/class card emerges prominently in this context. Liberals often employ this strategy, which is designed to evoke emotional responses and rally support among those who feel aggrieved.
What's up, baby?
The effectiveness of this tactic cannot be overstated. It resonates deeply with individuals who identify with these categories of victimhood. Consequently, they become entrenched in a liberal mindset that paints Republicans as oppressors. For example, Democrats frequently invoke fears among African Americans by suggesting that Republicans are actively holding them down. Similarly, middle-class Americans are led to believe that Republican policies are detrimental to their economic well-being, while women are persuaded that their rights are under siege. Senior citizens are also targeted with claims that Republicans seek to destroy Social Security, further fueling anxiety among these demographics. At the heart of these accusations lies a deliberate use of fear-mongering, which aims to manipulate public perception and create a sense of urgency around these issues. The language employed, terms such as against, holding down, hurting, and destroying, serves to reinforce a narrative of oppression and injustice. This fear-based strategy is not merely rhetorical, it is effective in mobilizing voters who may not possess a comprehensive understanding of the underlying issues. Instead, they internalize the message that Republicans and conservatives are fundamentally opposed to their interests, leading them to align themselves with Democratic candidates out of fear and loathing for the opposition. As a result, these individuals often become vocal proponents of leftist ideologies, labeling conservatives as bigots and racists. This transformation is fueled by the relentless barrage of misinformation and emotional appeals disseminated by liberal leaders. The outcome is a politically active group that largely votes against perceived threats rather than for informed policy positions or candidates. The populist bomb. A notable tactic employed by some factions within the left is what can be termed the populist bomb. This strategy appears to be crafted by one segment of leftists to expand the ranks of Super Gringo books. Another group, specifically, it seeks to draw individuals into the fold of the victims of the democratic playing card deck. The irony is that many who fall prey to this tactic remain unaware of their manipulation. They are unwittingly ensnared in a web spun by more astute political operatives. So, what precisely constitutes a populist bomb? At its core, it involves articulating messages that resonate with people's desires and fears, essentially telling them what they want to hear. This approach frequently incorporates elements such as race and class grievances while simultaneously attacking Republicans for purportedly screwing over certain groups. Although these allegations often lack substantiation, they effectively tap into existing sentiments of disenfranchisement. Moreover, the populist bomb employs strategic spin to present seemingly attractive proposals that promise benefits like universal healthcare without raising taxes. While such assertions may seem contradictory upon closer examination, especially when scrutinized through an economic lens, many individuals do not possess the tools or knowledge necessary to dissect these claims critically. As a result, they may readily accept both statements at face value and express enthusiasm for the politician delivering them. This phenomenon exemplifies the populist bomb in action. Ultimately, this tactic serves dual purposes. It seeks to project an image of genuine concern for the common person while simultaneously advancing an agenda rooted in electoral gain rather than substantive policy solutions. By pandering to specific demographics, leftists craft narratives designed to elicit emotional responses rather than rational discourse. The populist bomb thus becomes an instrumental tool in shaping public opinion and securing votes under the guise of advocacy for social justice and equality.
I wrote that 8 years ago when Obama was running for office. Sound familiar? Because if it doesn't, you're an idiot. What time is it? Alright, I think it's time to call it a night. And Seth, glad you showed up again. You're always welcome here. I hope you show up again. The last time we talked, though, it was like 4 hours. I can't do that tonight. My wife was talking about sex tonight, so kind of want to cut it short because that's really good. If you haven't seen my wife, maybe I'll open my show with a picture of my wife. Then people will understand why I cut it short when she says, "Oh, how about just scoop it." Yeah, I'm gonna cut it short. Well, it's not short. It's literally 2 hours and more. But yeah, I just wanna. Yeah, my wife is hot. Hot. She's crazy, but she's hot. It's still kind of choppy. I'm watching a video from Alright, I'm going to call it a night, and thanks for showing it. Seth, you're always welcome, dude. I always love having you here. The last time we both laughed at that loony leftist and they left. That was when I knew I don't need luck, man. I'm retired, dude. I just need time. I'm old. I just need time. Are you talking about my with me and my wife tonight? Yeah, that might be good luck. Life is good if you're above ground. That's the way I look at it now. My sister-in-law. Have you seen my sister-in-law? You want to meet her? You got to come down here then. She works at the gym I work out at. But you heard her. I'm the karate instructor at that gym. So, oh, she's beautiful. She's kind of stupid though. Well, that's depends on who you talk to. I guarantee you, my father-in-law will like you because you work cattle. You want to? Are you on my Instagram? I have no problem you setting up with her because she doesn't have a boyfriend. And my wife and her are Brazilians aren't known for their loyalty, but they're gonna lecture the world on religion. Weird, but anyway. Yeah, you want to see a picture of my? Give me your Instagram. I'll send you a picture. You're more than welcome to try. They like Americans here. I know my father-in-law would like you. You work cattle, and I assume you can ride a horse. And start learning Portuguese. Well, show me your, give me your Instagram chat. I don't want to put it out here. Oh, I don't have problems showing her. My entire family have gorgeous women. My married family. My wife's family all have gorgeous. Hold on. Let me see if I can. My wedding. Oh, shit. It's on my. I gotta put my thumb drive in. Give me your Instagram and I'll send you a picture of my sister-in-law. But I'll guarantee you she's never been to KFC. She's never been to Burger King. Oh, no, I can't say that. No, she's never been to Burger King. Do you know how to use a translator? It's not a scam. She is my sister-in-law, and she's single and works at the gym I work out at. And I don't know what is it with these fucking Brazilian women. They pick the fucking dumbest. I'll send it. I'm gonna send it to you here. You know what I'll do? You really want to come to Brazil? Because you got to come to Brazil, dude. And you're welcome here. I'll welcome you here. And we'll have some beers and well, here's an idea. How about I talk to her first? How about that? Okay. They like Americans, but and you're a beef, so you're a step ahead because her father's gonna like you. But let me talk to her first, okay? Oh, you need to get Instagram. And then set it to, and set it to, oh shit, I'm trying to remember this. There's a setting you go where no one can comment. Might you have email? I'll send it email. I'm good with email. But are you willing to come to Brazil? That's the question. And swoon this woman. Now remember, if you offend her, this is Brazil. Younger than my wife. She's in her 30s. But she has kids too, because here they breed young. You're coming into a different culture. You have to understand the culture. They also, are you skinny? See, oh fuck, my neighbors are scraping the sidewalk off front for some reason. Anyway, it's Brazil. Well, she's beautiful. She's Brazilian. She's not American. There's no KFCs or Pizza Huts here. No. There are fat women here. I don't know how they get fucking fat. I'm trying to figure out how that works. Maybe it's genetics. But there aren't fucking, the fast food restaurants here. When I lived in Santa Catarina, there weren't no fat people. Because we live near the beach. Y'all picky. I'm single. Well, you could pick a fat American woman or a skinny Brazilian woman, and that's how it works. My sister-in-law is gorgeous. I think she's pretty much done with. I have to talk to her first, but I don't. She's in her 30s, I think. She's younger than my wife, and my wife is 42, so I think she's the youngest. Because my oldest sister-in-law is in her 50s. No, maybe not. She's kind of in the middle, like lower middle. Because my other sister-in-law, by the way, she's gorgeous too. I'd have to. I'm 6'2" and I'm like about 240. So, and my wife is gorgeous. So, Brazil is a different world. Oh, they love you. My father-in-law would fucking. Oh, as a matter of fact, when I punched my brother-in-law out, or they fucking, I was the fucking. I'm the favorite son-in-law. And I don't have farmer muscles. I have karate muscles. I have a gut. I have pretty muscular legs. And I have skinny arms. But when I snap one of them out and it hits you in the jaw, you go down to the ground. And then my muscular legs do what they do and I stomp on your chest. Which I guess he complained about to my other brother-in-law who employs him. So, Americans are crazy. That's what he got. Yeah, you're good. Just, I got to talk to my sister-in-law. You need to send me a picture. I don't need to send you a picture. They're all fucking gorgeous here. As a matter of fact, my wife is coming in. You see my wife, look at but she has curly hair. My sister-in-law has curly hair, but it's my wife with curly hair. Yeah, actually kind of skinnier too. How the fuck did that work? She's had more kids. She has one that's still at home. He fucking. Kids are crazy here. My daughter-in-law is, or my stepdaughter. Oh my God, beautiful, and has a boyfriend that wants to marry her. I don't think he knows what he's gotten into, because if he hurts her, I'm gonna have to kill him. Yeah, I'm sorry, that's just the way things are. And my father-in-law has a ranch with gators, so that's where he's probably gonna end up. You're gonna have to come to Brazil though. We ain't live in Brazil, and you're gonna have to go to the gym all the time. Yeah, and help me. You know what? Let's get my father-in-law a fucking horse so we can go over there and ride. Actually, let's get like 2 or 3. We'll get him a bunch of horses and we can all go out and ride. Fucking, I've always wanted my own saddle too. I've already looked. There's a place here I can go buy a saddle. I want to get a saddle and a horse. My wife is out checking how many beers I've drank. She doesn't know how many I have on my desk. Which already means she ain't getting sex tonight, so I'm gonna go get another beer. Gotta put this on. Okay, I just talked to my wife. She doesn't want an American. Sorry. Eh. Maybe I put everybody off, but I'm not your average American. I'm a veteran too, so. Oh. Sono Diana. Oi, esposa. I'll be leaving tonight. She don't want to. Whatever. If you can't put up with bullshit, don't get a Brazilian.
Hello. How are you? Good night.
I just gotta.
Good evening. Good evening. Good evening.
No, it's not Jimmy. It's
Good evening. Boa noite de chegada.
to meet you.
É.
Quero sua irmã.
Ah, Suzy.
Yeah, sim. He's a hard-working farmer. Fazendo. Mesmo sua pai.
Fazenda.
Sim. Carne.
Ele tá pensando.
Beef. He does beef cattle. And that's, you gotta learn Portuguese.
Você tem foto dele pra mandar pra Suzy?
You need to get some social media stuff so I can send it to my sister-in-law.
É.
And you can talk to her, right? That's,
Facebook.
well, he doesn't have Facebook, which I actually fucking like. I like the fact you don't have all this shit, but you gotta have something that I can, give my sister-in-law. You're hardworking. You're a farmer, so that's already a plus for me. By the way, everybody passes through me with my family, so I punched her brother-in-law in the fucking face because he's an asshole. Of course, I also forgot the rule: you can't separate a woman from her idiot. But yes, you're a farmer, so you're already hard working. I already like you. So I need shit about you, and before I pass it on to my sister-in-law. And are you willing to come to Brazil? Because I would love to. If you're a farmer, you're cool with me. Oh, I will, but I need shit from you. You need to get a social media presence with pictures. Or send me a picture. Like, you need to get Instagram and send me shit privately. You know what I'm saying? They're about looks here, which, weird looking at me, you wouldn't know it, but they're about looks here. For some reason, my wife thinks I'm good looking. I think she's blind, but whatever. No, she speaks Portuguese. You're gonna have to speak Portuguese. Get a translator. Google Translator works. That's how I got my wife. Now I speak enough Portuguese to tell my.
A Suzy é inteligente, ela aprende rápido.
Ah.
A Suzy tá aprendendo rápido.
Huh?
A Suzy gostar dele, ela aprende
I can't hear shit with these on. What?
I told for to you, Suzy, learn English when rápido.
Yeah, she wants to learn English. Got it. But I'm telling him that she's not fluent. She's not fluent. All right. So get her a translator. Also,
I speak English with you.
come to Brazil. Don't go to the States. And I'll tell you why.
Às vezes a gente entra na Polônia.
Brazilians want to come to the States and then they'll disappear, and then you're fucked. Oh.
Três cor no maracujá.
Cologne or
Polônia. Polônia.
Cologne?
Apure.
My wife, so hold on.
Perfume. Parfum.
It really big deal in Brazil that you smell nice. Well, not.
Delicioso.
No, my wife speaks. Do you speak English?
Who?
Você fala inglês.
Ele quer que eu fale alguma coisa?
Would you tell him? Do you speak pouco English? You say I speak a little
Por
English.
que a câmera não me vê?
You're live. Just tell him you speak a little English.
Okay, hello. My name is Sandriana.
I said you speak a little English.
Yes. I'm speaking little English.
Yeah.
I'm student. I'm trying for success. In next years, 2026, I come back for my English because I have a passion for English. And these years I finish my college. In next years I am
Assim? Bom.
yes, economic. In next years I come back for my English intermediário, como fala?
Como
Se-
trying to figure out which
Metade do inglês, não estou na metade.
colégio,
Não, for what?
universidade.
I'm university now.
Não,
in this moment.
inglês, universidade. Santa Catarina.
For what? Relax. Okay.
She speaks.
I'm going for a shower in this moment because I'm working. Yeah, I need to take shower.
I don't think he cared
See you
about
later.
your shower, but hey. In Brazil, get used to that. They will tell you whatever. Like fucking. Oh, she always does. Because, let me explain something why she's there. The they have a male who is definitely gay and fat. And then they have an old woman who owns the shop that she looks old. They have a fat middle, not mid, how can I say, like 20s person, and then they have my wife. They sell on commission. My wife always tears them up on commission. Why? My wife. I mean, fuck, holy shit, hot. That's why she's there. She's there to sell them the most perfume, and she does it. As a matter of fact, the gay guy came up to me the first time I met. How you doing? I like, como vai? Like, you know he's gay, right? But I mean, if you want, that's also a part of the demographic in Brazil, but it's not like overt in the States, right? Like in the States. Sorry. Hold on. Is it frozen? Okay. She, I don't know if you can hear what I'm saying. She's there to sell the perfume. The rest of them are just there, I guess, to dust the fucking boxes. But, if you want a Brazilian woman, that's cool. But things you gotta know, they're fucking insanely jealous, one, and two, they're ranked 79th in education here. Now that's not saying my sister-in-law is stupid. Now, she's a good woman. She's just stupid when it comes to men. Not gonna lie. She's a good girl. I like her. She just need to maybe get, like, Brazilian men are kind of assholes. Like, I don't even like them. I don't trust them as far as I can fucking throw them. I mean, I punched one of them. And he was my brother-in-law. Because he was treating his woman like shit. So, if you just treat her good, you're in like Flint. Then again, American men aren't known for their fucking shit I would trust either. And you're all welcome to come fight me too. I was not happy with his performance with my sister-in-law. It was about 200, I bet you 250. He told my brother-in-law that I'm a crazy American and I hit like a fucking brick. Couldn't have got a better compliment. You know, the sad part is I feel like a fucking idiot because it was over my sister-in-law's credit card, and guess what? They're still together. But my in-laws, my father-in-law and mother-in-law, love me to death. Why? I fucking knocked him the fuck out. So, you know, I guess that's something. I don't hate the guy. I want him to fight. He just, I wish my wife could go see her sister. That's all. It's not like I'd go over there and beat him up again. Unless he disrespected my wife, then, you know, he's fucking dead. No, actually, more, yeah, well, a lot of Catholic, but it's gotten more into the Church of the Latter-day Saints. A lot of them. I have one right on the corner from my house. Holy fuck, are they loud. Crazy. Are you Catholic, or are you Methodist, or what are you? Because I'm a non-denominational minister. When I walk outside the door, I have the most beautiful church in the world. I look up at the sky. I talk to God every night, mostly to help me, you know. I ask him to tell my wife to shut up, but, you know, if he doesn't, that's his will. But God is everywhere, and he'll do what he does. And you'll love who you love. You want to talk to my sister-in-law? You talk to her first. But I have to ask her. If you're a good man, I'll make the determination. Well, she'll make the determination. Then you got to go through me. She's kind of, how can I put this? As far as men, not intelligent. It's cool to, she may be, querida, sua irmã idade? 35. Oh. She's 34. No, I don't think she's Catholic. I think she's, I've seen there, it's a weird thing. Huh. Protestant. Thinking. Because I don't think I might, they just believe in God here. But my wife believes in building like the church. Like, oh, we got to go to the church. No, we don't. No, we don't. I walk outside and I look up and I have the most beautiful church in the world. And I'm the one minister that doesn't ask for money. because I don't need it. I have the most beautiful church in the world. And I always speak the truth. Weird. Because I'm also a samurai. Martial arts. I've experienced a full life. So if I go tomorrow, I'm good. Religion, martial arts, philosophy. I've done it all. And so tomorrow, if I and I have a beautiful. I had a great wife. I have a beautiful wife now. I have a great wife now. I've been blessed twice. That's hard to do. Really hard to do. To have two loves of your life, really. So, you've never been married? I've been to war twice. And marriage is actually no having kids is actually harder. But yeah, marriage is difficult, especially marriage between different. She's I love her, but it's difficult. You got to forgive certain things, like their lack of education. They're not going to be as educated as you are. Jealousy. Oh my God. Well, then again, if you're going to cheat, you shouldn't be here anyway. You're not Brazilian. You shouldn't be cheating anyway. By the way, if you do cheat, she's my sister-in-law, and I'm gonna kind of have to come and beat the fuck out of you, and you don't want that either. So, family loyalty, you know what I mean. That's why they don't talk to her brother. I've never met their brother because I guess he was a cheater or whatever, or they're afraid I'll fucking kill him. He did something so bad that I've never met him. Which tells me that it's probably pretty fucking bad. And I probably fucking caved his chest in. If they won't talk to him, it's pretty fucking bad. So it's probably a good thing. Because, well, although the police here kind of like me, they know me. I'm a veteran. And I'll fuck shit up for the right cause. My brother-in-law, like my brother-in-law, for them knowing. I have no idea what her brother did that was so bad. I've never met the man. Don't know. Something tells me if I meet him, I'll fucking know. Eh. Oh my god. What was her? You want to try something new? Because you have to come here. You know, and to be honest, I had a divorce. When did I get divorced? 2001? It was 2001. Try something new, dude. You can come here and fucking not meet anybody. Stay in a hotel. I've been to Brazil. You ever been out of the country? ever? Like, fucking done anything? Like, fucking shown any balls? That's the key. It's balls, really, right? Why'd your wife divorce you? Not manly enough? What? Didn't show enough balls? Well, now's your time. I'm not saying she's gonna like you. I'm just saying it's a chance. She's beautiful, and you can't be a pussy. That's, I think, the biggest problem the entire planet has. Pussies. Like Grumpy and Jimmy are married. You're not. Stop being a pussy. But, question. Um, what would you give her? Are you willing to stay here? Are you willing to fucking fight for her? Are you willing to fight for someone? I mean, she is my sister-in-law. I have to protect her. Um, it is Brazil. She just got a new house, too. So, she is my sister-in-law. And, you better be a man. I mean, I'm going to tell you now. You got to be a man here. Although, that's why they like Americans. Brazilians are fucking, holy shit, are they pussies. You got to be a man. Fucking, which also irritates them, which I don't get. Being a man irritates them, but you got to be a man to get a Brazilian woman. It's fucking weird. My wife hates the way I drive, but beautiful women, huh? Yeah, that's Brazil. Without the crime. Mexico is, well, Brazil has crime too, but the way you walk and the way you talk. Oh, you got to be here. Like, I can't describe Brazil. Like, I really can't. I love it here, but there's a feeling when you're here. You know what I mean? There's a feeling. If you're, like, I'm an alpha male. I'm different. I'm a combat vet. I'm a different. Like, when I'm walking here, my wife keeps telling me, oh, Eric Ames, Pettigrews, as compared to what? Iraq or Afghanistan? And see, there's a different experience for everyone. But, when we were living in Floripa, if we took you to the beaches, you'd never leave Brazil. But I live on the edge of the Amazon now because that's where her family is. And they do what you do. Her father's a farmer. If you want something different, it's here. It's just, you gotta have balls. That's the difference in being. Yeah, you would. Fuck. It's called an aeroplane. And your kids. You don't think your kids couldn't visit you? and fucking get some world experience, that's why your kid, that's why Americans are fucking retarded. I'm not saying it's easy. Well, it's harder now that Lula took office. Matter of fact, you know what? Book your fucking, you and your fucking kid. Do you even have a passport? I bet you don't even have a passport. Oh my fucking God. I never had to travel with a passport until I came to Brazil because I had a military ID. And I've been on England, Scotland, Kuwait, Iraq, Afghanistan, Uzbekistan. I've been in, dude, grow up. And your kids can do the same thing. And you don't have to stay. You don't like her, you don't have to stay either. You got a place to stay. Send me your picture and your name, date of birth, and don't send me your social security, but name and date of birth. Then you have a place to stay too. Grow up, dude. Come on. Fuck. Explore. And this is why I fucking... You don't have to stay either. Weird. Just takes a little money. I mean, yeah, money sucks. But I spent it. You'll see your kids. Yeah. My kids don't want to talk to me because I came down here, but I came down here permanently. That's the difference. Just tell your kids you want to explore. You want to look up something different. Also, you think you could raise a herd down here? That would be awesome too. Brazil is the second largest beef exporter to in the world. Also, their growing season is better. And I could probably put you on to a ranch or two that you could buy. And your kids can come down. If you're telling me your wife is a bitch. Is that your nice way of saying your wife is a bitch? Because I'm pretty sure you're probably same paying. True. Well, she ain't coming to America, not without you meeting her first. And, oh, she's hot. But, it's okay. We tried. I mean, I've been through the family courts myself. All my kids are grown, though. And, not a problem. Just trying. You know what I mean? It's... yeah. No, she just moved, and she ain't ugly. She's a pretty good looking woman. Huh? I can't hear you with the headphones on. My wife is trying to... what? What did I say? Yeah, I said that. But his situation is complicated too. Welcome to America, and Welcome to love. Well, fucking holy shit. Trying to explain, like, we've all been through the same shit. Well, not all of us. Like, my wife died, so that's a different story. Good woman. Um, Actually, that could be a good book too. I'd have to get into psychology and shit. Oh yeah, I had that too. My first wife. Yeah. Oh yeah. How many times did you go to court? So many times that they actually knew your wife's name and just said dismissed. Because I went through that. It was just her taking me to court to just take me to court. And the fuck was it? The judge's name. You literally just hear her name go dismissed. Oh yeah. Well, there came a point where the hooks didn't work anymore because like, I would get deployed to combat, and my pay would go up because, well, I don't have to pay taxes. She would take me to court. I'd come back from combat. My shit would go back down because I'm not in combat anymore. Just go, really? Really? You can, really? Fucking get out of here. Like, literally, he didn't say it that way, but he was like, get out of here, bitch. Okay. Well, novel idea, don't marry fucking bitches. My second wife was beautiful and not. And then my third wife, you've seen my third wife. So I've had good luck with the last two, which is fucking rare to have two good relationships. I can say it's perfect. I'm just gonna say it's good. You need a good lawyer, or you need to know how to work your accounting. Those are two things. Yeah. Work your lawyer or your accounting. Or find another wife. When I was away at war, my first wife had to deal with my second wife. My second wife was not a nice person. Well, she was beautiful to me. She was not nice to my first wife. Not at all. Because I was at war. And my first wife had cheated on me while I was at training to go to war. So yeah, that didn't work out for my second wife, or my first wife. Yeah, I think I have a beer left. Talked about you tonight too. Well, 3 of them, and then I had one with my second, which I regret that they all 4 weren't with my second. She was a good woman, very good woman, the kind you would kill for. Unfortunately, I expected to die first. She was 57. I was 52. Or no. 57, 6 now. So 51. I was 51. So I expected to die first because I had beaten my body to within an inch of its life. Smoking, drinking, I was doing everything. 2 times in combat, just fucking beat up. And I thought I would be the first to go. And nope. She was a good woman, though. And if anybody says anything different, they can fight me. I'm good with that, too. I have a good woman here. She just needs to learn that when you're in this house, it's an American house. When you're outside, it's Brazilian. In here, it's American. Because an American pays the bills. Now, I try to speak Portuguese, but that's not the point. The point is, the guy that pays the bills runs the house. Shut the fuck up. Period. Doesn't matter if you're speaking English or Portuguese, shut up. What rule I lay down is the end of it. In Brazil, now, you drink too much. Doesn't matter what I do, I pay the bills. What time is it? If you ever want to take a vacation and come to Brazil, got a place to stay. The complications in Brazil are Brazilians are ranked 79th in education, and it shows. And I'm even more educated than most Americans, so that kind of irritates me. Now my wife is gorgeous. I think I'm going to end this podcast before I get in trouble. I love her, but yeah, I'm going to end this now before I get in trouble.
In the shadows where the truth collides, voices rising like a raging tide, echoes of a past that we can't escape, tangled in the webs of what they fabricate, heavy hearts wrapped in plastic dreams, fingers pointing at our silent screams, gender blurred and lost in the fray, we're just warriors fighting for a brighter day. Say what you need to hear, not what you wanna know. Super Gringo on the airways, let the fire grow. Triggering minds since 68's dawn light. Through your liberal tears, we'll ignite the night. Hear anti-drones marching like puppets on strings. Echo chambers echoing their hollowed out wings. Don't paint me as a villain, I'm just standing